Hello, this is Mrs. Barno, and I'm currently the head of science at Chiltern Academy. And what I'd like to do is to share with you how you can best support your son and daughter with their learning at Chiltern Academy. So, in order to do that, what I need you to do is to go to our website and click on the button that says students to go right down to the pupil learning platform, because what the science department have done is they've created a website. When you get there, I want you to click on the green button which says click here, and that will take you to the pupil learning platform where you'll find the website. So we then enter subject sites, and here you can see that there are 3 departments that have created a specialist website to help children at home and at school with their learning. So I'm science, we're science, so we're interested in the science, in learning about science. So here is the website. If I scroll down, I can introduce you to our fantastic science teachers. You've got Mrs. Qureshi, assistant head teacher, Miss Hale, she's SLE, subject leader in science, Miss Haynes, she is our science technician, Mrs. Bashir, Mr. Chang, and Mrs. Parker, who is a head of house for Lamar, and myself. Okay, so these are the teachers that will be teaching your son and daughter. Now, the other thing I've done is added some virtual labs, because globally there are a lot of virtual labs. You know, students are taking part in virtual labs remotely. So if your son and daughter wants to do some pH testing or do a titration, they can click on the links and get a feel for that and actually carry out experiments. The other thing is enrichment activities, and as the year progresses, we will be adding more enrichment activities. So, like for example, currently Year 7 are learning about cells and movement, and if they want to have a look at some dinosaur bones, let's go down to the Natural History Museum and have a look at what they look like in 3-dimensional. Our Year 9s are learning about evolution and inheritance, so there is a sort of like webinar that they can take part in at the Natural History Museum again. So there's virtual tours, and this will sort of like stimulate them and create, I hope, a love of science. So more links will be added, and it's a great opportunity for you to sort of like have a look at this with your child. Now let's say that your child is in Year 9. So if we click on the link, at the moment I've just got Autumn 1 and Autumn 2 uploaded, and what the science teachers are doing are uploading lesson content on a week by week basis. So let's say I was absent, or your son or daughter was absent from week 3, and you want to know what have they missed and how can you help them. So we've got some short video links. Ed Puzzle is a video with questions embedded and answers. So that's quite a nice way of assessing a child, assessing themselves. We've got another video. We've got PhET simulation, where your son, daughter can actually carry out virtual experiments and see what happens, look at concepts. And then this is a PowerPoint which the teacher would have created, and you've got answers embedded, you've got diagrams, etc. You've got exam questions embedded in there, and the idea is for your child to go through that and to make sure they've got their notes. If I click on this link, it will take me to PhET Science, and we use this quite a lot in biology, chemistry and physics. So it's loading at the moment. So for example, learning about light, you want to have a look at light through, how does it behave, what's the behavior of light, and the children can sort of like carry experiments out, and have a look at the behavior of light. So these are the kind of things that we use in lessons. So if I go back to the pupil learning, back to the website, so it really does depend what year your child is in. If they're in year 8, autumn 1, so you can see, okay, they're learning a little bit of physics, voltage and current. You've got lesson by lesson, weekly. This is biology, body systems. So you can see what they're learning and this is great because it's a good way for you to sort of like support them. So this is Mrs. Bashir. She's added work for her students to do. So I think if I was a parent, and I'm a parent, this would be really helpful for my daughter to access this and for me to help them with the learning, and also checking, because a lot of kids say we haven't got any homework or we've got nothing to do. So you can always go there and work with your child. So I hope that's useful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, and happy learning. Bye bye.